young gorillas and humans are called babies. But did you know that a young goat is a kid? A cheetah is a cub? An elephant is a calf? And a kangaroo is a joey? Mammals are born fully formed like the whale. The tortoise has to work hard to break into the world. And the koala grows up in its mother's pouch. Hi, I'm Jack Hanna. Join me on Zoo Life to learn more about the animals of the world. Baby animals are at the heart of any zoo. Here at the Busch Gardens Animal Nursery, they get lots of tender, loving care and the most advanced medical attention possible. This is a baby impala, only 4 days old, and it's native to Africa. You have enough to eat yet? You might think you're on the African plains, but right here in Tampa, Florida, at Busch Gardens, you can enjoy the spectacular sight of wild animals, doing what comes naturally. And that includes having babies. Lots of them. Throughout the park, the natural mothers usually care for their own offspring. But sometimes, just like with human infants, the baby animals need a little extra help to get a good start in life. Every year, about 300 of them spend some time in the nursery with their surrogate moms. During park hours, the nursery is one of the most popular attractions. But baby care goes on 24 hours a day. Oh, those 3 a.m. feedings. This is Lisa Harris, who's a supervisor of the nursery here at Busch Gardens. Lisa, what's it like to be the mother of birds and antelope and monkeys? You know, it's incredible.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Every day is something different, and we have a special opportunity to watch the babies develop.
Now, I've been watching these little things here. It looks like a chicken.
These are blue and gold macaws. And actually,
that's a blue and gold macaw?
Yes.
The one?
One of the questions we get when we have these little babies in the window, people cannot believe that these will be the beautiful parrots, those very large parrots that you see.
Wow. That's a parrot?
Mm-hmm. This one here is only about 3 or 4 days old.
Can we see some more animals?
Sure we can.
All right. Now, who are these little guys?
These are sulfur-crested cockatoos.
Oh, yeah, they're starting to look like a cockatoo.
They sure are. I'm going to bring this little bitty out here.
Yeah, how old is it?
This one here is between a month and 2 months, and you can see that it has many of the wing feathers in. And he has to be able to have his wing feathers in before he can leave the nest. So it's very important that they grow out early so that they're strong and finished.
Well, yeah, he's got strong talent. Wow.
Mm-hmm. But they have to be able to grip. It's very important that they're very stable. They're up in the treetops, even though they're in a hollow.
Treetop.
When they get to the edge, they have to be able to hold on.
Gosh almighty.
Now we're getting on to what we call our adult food.
Oh, yeah, he's eating a lot of bean.
We have soft vegetables on here. We have Cheerios and also different pellets and seeds for them.
Oh, pretty good breakfast, yeah.
They have to practice just like our babies.
The Busch Gardens Nursery is one of the finest I've ever seen. Each animal gets individualized, round-the-clock attention, has its own feeding schedule and baby formula, and is monitored and weighed daily to make sure it's growing properly. Babies come here for many reasons. A mother might abandon them, but more often it's because they have a medical problem or the mother's unable to care for them.
Carissa is a baby owl monkey. They're native to South America, but Carissa was born right here at Busch Gardens. When she was 2 months old, her mother died, and so she was brought into the nursery because she had been still getting milk from her mom, so she had to learn how to take milk out of a syringe from the nursery people. Since she's got a little older, you can see she's eating adult food. In the wild, they would eat insects and leaves and vegetation, also some fruits. And one of her favorites is the green bean because probably it's so colorful and also it's a nice crunchy texture. You know, like when you want to chew on something, you want to crunch it. She likes to crunch that.
Hi. Good boy. Hi, Popeye. Hi, Popeye. This is Popeye. He's a children's flamingo. He was injured when he was first hatched in his right eye, and we've had an optometrist come in and do some surgery on it. He's a little over 3 months old. He's just like a baby, you know. He's just like one of my own kids, where I'd spend time and play with them. We do the same thing with him. Hi, Popeye.
For Ruth Barroso, learning flamingo baby language comes with the territory.
What you doing? I think he's saying, thanks, Mom, for doing a great job.
With all that tender loving care, it won't be long before Papa can be reintroduced into the flamingo colony and eventually have chicks of his own. Babies are not only blessed events, they can ensure the survival of a threatened species. But before you can have babies, you've got to have a good breeding program. Luckily for these endangered Asian elephants, the program here at Busch Gardens is one of the best of any zoo in the world. And a lot of that success is due to Roland Schmidt, who's worked with elephants for over 20 years. Now, Roland, how do you breed an elephant?
How do you breed an elephant? Well, it's complicated. Of course, you have to have a bull and then some good-looking females.
Roland and his elephants have certainly been doing something right, because in the last 5 years, they've had 8 babies. And if you've never met a month-old elephant, believe me, it's quite an experience. I think the winner of any baby animal contest would have to be Benny. He was born. I think the winner of any baby contest would have to be me. He was born just a month ago. Luckily for him, his mother took care of him, so he didn't have to go to the nursery, because I only had to go to the hospital. Oh, here you go. Come on. You are absolutely the cutest thing I've ever seen.
But he's wild. He's full of curiosity right now.
He looks like he doesn't weigh much, but that thing is strong. How much does he weigh?
He weighs about 250 pounds right now. He was about 195 to 200 at birth.
That's a big baby. Benny, aren't you tired? Tell me the truth now. You've got to be tired here.
Oh, hey. Take a long.
Benny, why don't you sit down and rest a minute? You're getting me tired looking at you. Now, right back here, is that the father?
Yeah, that's Papa.
He's not allowed to come in here right now?
If something happens to the baby, they're very, very protective.
Right.
And we're afraid maybe the father would be overly protective and inadvertently hurt the calf. We don't know. So it's best to keep them separated. Even through the fence, they get to see each other. They get to communicate. So
now, Roman, the baby sometimes looks like it's doing what the mother is. Is she teaching it anything?
Well, you notice what she just did is she pushed the baby back, tried to push the baby back underneath her legs, just to keep her in control. That's security for the babies. That's her security blanket, and Mama. That's a good way to Mama to keep a close eye out on the baby.
Now, I noticed the mother's her breasts are very large. How much? There's a lot of milk in there.
A lot of milk. There are probably 4 to 5 gallons of milk in there, but the baby won't drink that much.
Right.
Baby elephants drink very small amounts in spurts.
A lot of times a day.
Many times a day. Yes.
You got to feel real lucky to be able to work with an animal as cute as that every day.
Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate. Yeah, I'm doing exactly what I've wanted to do.
Well, I tell you, you've allowed me just 30 minutes, and it's been 30 minutes I'll never forget. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. He doesn't want me to leave. He wants to go back to Columbus. I'm going to see you later. Oh, look at this. God, the name of this island, Oahu, is Hawaiian for coming together. And here in Sea Life Park, things can come together in some very strange ways. Several years ago, a false killer whale here mated with an Atlantic bottlenose dolphin, creating the world's first whalphin. They call her Kekai Malo, which in Hawaiian means peaceful sea. Right now, she lives behind the scenes in a maternity tank with her newborn calf and her mother, a dolphin.
This particular animal really exhibits characteristics from both parents. Kei Malu is not as black as a false killer whale, but she's considerably darker than a bottlenose dolphin. She has more of a rostrum or nose than a false killer whale does, but significantly less than a bottlenose does. She has about twice as many teeth as a whale and about half as many teeth as a bottlenose. So she pretty much pulls right down the middle.
Her 3-month-old calf, fathered by a bottlenose dolphin, is 1/4 false killer whale. Dolphins and killer whales generally reach sexual maturity at 8 to 10 years, but Kei Malu is only 6 1/2. And being a mother at that young age poses problems.
Oftentimes, a first baby is not successfully raised. And when you mix in the additional factor of it being an uncommonly young mother, I think it's very much like a human mother. I think she basically is pretty clueless about what's supposed to go on. When this calf was 24 hours old and had not started to nurse successfully, we started to make plans.
8 times a day, from 6 in the morning to midnight, the staff here lowers the water level and feeds the calf by hand. Now, does this tube feeding, doesn't hurt her?
Doesn't seem to. She's pretty used to it. Okay, Pumpkin Love.
It's amazing. The mother has all this milk, but she won't feed the baby.
Yeah, she just hasn't figured it out.
Ooh, looks like milk of magnesia.
It's really pretty vile, actually.
It's vile.
It tastes like fish in a chalk mixture.
Oh. Now, how long will you have to tube feed the baby?
Probably when she's around 5 months old, we'll start to transition her onto fish and complete it when she's about 6 months old.
I just can't get over how calm this wild animal is. Pull it right out.
Yeah, I crimp it so that we don't get back feed out of the tube. And just pull it out. And then, after this, we always offer her a bottle. Let me show you the technique here. Why don't you come stand right over here?
I bottle fed 3 babies.
And what we do is sometimes she's hungry, sometimes she isn't. We just kind of lift up her little mouth. And you see she brings that little tongue right on up there.
I hear her sucking.
Yeah, here. You want to...
Oh, listen.
She's got a little piggy. Are you full?
Yeah.
Okay, tip it up a little bit more. Okay, I think she's full. Okay, and then the last part of this procedure is we reunite them. What we'll do is, if you just step my way, one giant step, and then Shantae will let her go.
She'll go find the mother, huh?
We wait until she's nice and calm, and we just let her go.
That's something else. A great bounty of life exists in these Pacific waters, and what we're discovering is just how many of these animals are now endangered and need special care. The Humboldt penguin,
He's just a little smaller than the other turtles.
the green sea turtle, and the highly endangered Hawaiian monk seal. Only about 1,500 left in the world. Sea Life Park on the island of Oahu, a place of coming together.